Day 12.
Yeah, loud pumping music.
Sing-alongs. Nudity.
Nudity. Not particularly nice nudity.
No. He waggled it all over various people, didn't he?
Yeah, I didn't. I
kept waggling it.
Very off-putting.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I did. I found it very off-putting.
A lot of people sat there thinking, I hope I don't have to take my clothes off in front of everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of people sat there thinking that. But the thing to remember is, you never have to.
No one can make you do it.
And if they're making you do it,
that's a crime.
It is actually a crime, technically, isn't it? I mean, we've learned that.
We've learned that.
Yeah.
The hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it partly accounts for our audience is down to 5. They didn't walk out.
No.
All 5 of them were still there at the end.
I don't think any of them would have had the balls to get up and walk out.
They wouldn't have got past us, in fairness.
No, we'd have said to them, "Oh, well, if that's how it's going," wouldn't we?
Something like that. Well, at one point you said, "I've no idea what's happening now."
Yeah, I said I cannot remember at all what's going on next.
Yeah. I didn't look all that professional thinking about it.
No.
But they might have thought it was part of it.
Yeah. Well, I really couldn't. I couldn't remember what the hell was going on next. Yeah. I've been thrown by something. I can't remember what it was now. So it threw me, and I stood there for ages thinking, "What the hell's next?"
Yeah. I couldn't think of how to save you, unfortunately, quick enough.
No.
So they were right in their faces. Poor buggers, they're awkward, they're on edge.
They're definitely on edge, yeah. Edge of their seats trying to get out.
But they couldn't.
I put the bin in front of the door.
That's it, they couldn't get out, we made sure of that. But in fairness, we didn't make any of them take their clothes off.
No, but once they're in, they're in.
Well, you said, didn't you? I mean, you said.
I said at the end.
May as well stop selling tickets altogether. You said that yesterday or the day before or something. And we have.
Well, that's what we've done today, effectively.
We've done it, effectively. What did we sell? Like 1 or something?
The Hamiltons sold out again.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's not fair. What have you been up to?
Yeah, come on, it's all about us. What about you?
What have you been doing?
We'd never hear from you.
Hey? Have you? What have you had for tea? We never hear what you've had for tea. We're always telling you what we've had for tea.
Has it rained?
Yeah. Have you been, having small audiences?
Yeah. Have you met the Hamiltons?
Yeah, that's more to the point.
Yeah.
No, you haven't. Have we? We've seen them. We've passed them.
Not met them.
Fella with a guitar. And what was great about this fella, do you know, he used all the chords in the book and then some extra ones that I reckon he'd created himself.
And I'll tell you what, G didn't surface once, if I'm
he didn't
correct.
Bother. Didn't bother with the G. He was all over the fretboard. The horrible American.
Tonight?
Horrible little American. No, from last week.
Oh, yeah.
Right, now he emails us now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He emails us every day saying, why don't you come to my show?
Why don't you
come to my show?
Why?
And he was the fella there playing the guitar like
Oh.
He's about the funniest thing on.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? He's on at the same time as us. It's bloody convenient, isn't it?
Right when you bloody piss off. Day 13.
There are 3 major comedy awards in Edinburgh. We had a judge from each of them in.
Tonight.
Possibly, hopefully. On paper we did. We didn't meet them. We hoped that they'd come up to us afterwards and said, "Well, boys, forget the preliminaries. You've basically won it.
You've got it in the bag.
Yeah.
Go home now.
Just have a couple of drinks to celebrate, relax. You won't really need to bother about promoting your show anymore. It's all going to be fun. People will just come along, they'll laugh. They'll laugh at everything. They'll get the right kind of people, plenty of them. You won't really have to bother too much apart from going around and being popular." Anyway, they didn't come up and say all that, did they?
No.
No, they didn't come up. So we wondered if they were there.
I'm not sure if they were there. They might have not been there. Might have got lost from box office to theatre in the bar area. And then wandered into another show.
It's happened to us.
I've nearly performed on several shows, haven't I, this month? You'll never guess who we saw today. They're the Hamiltons. Neil and Christopher. Is it Neil?
Did I see him?
No, you didn't see him. I saw him at the corner of my eye. They were gobbling down some muck It was a sight to see. I mean, that Christopher with linguine, God, it turns your stomach.
What, they were eating linguine in the street?
Yeah, in the street.
What's that about?
Walking along. I was going to say something and I said, no. Don't, Bob, don't do it.
They were eating linguine, the pair of them?
Pair of them.
The same bit of linguine?
It was like Lady and the Tramp, but no lady.
So in the morning we're doing a podcast. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with this concept, what a podcast is, it's like a radio show
that no one listens to.
Waste of bloody time. Okay, actually, if you must know, it was executives from a television production company. We had a meeting with them.
What they concluded was that essentially we should try and do a programme where we get famous people on to perform.
Yeah, and we're not on it.
No. We've only got a shower in it.
I'm not so fussed by the bath.
Oh, I enjoy
I'd rather get on telly.
No, I'd rather have a nice bath.
Well, there's the trouble, you're not driven. You need...
I'm very driven.
Yeah, but you're not driven by the right sort of motivation. You're not driven in the right way. You should be trying to get us on telly.
You're too single-minded. That's not trouble.
Trying to get a
closed focus. It's not healthy. It's not healthy, I said.
Well, baths aren't healthy. Showers are healthy. Everyone knows that.
Baths,
you're bathing in your own muck.
You relax your muscles. The soothing scents and oils that you put in.
What oils?
The light fragrance candles. You're a Neanderthal. Jim would wash underneath some sort of waterfall with a
and I'll be clean.
Brush.
Clean from it. Well, no, under a waterfall, I'll be right clean, blooming clean. Not like you with your covered in oil.
Washes.
You'd be all slippery. What's the joy of that? People might come.
Athletes do it. Athletes have baths all the time.
Well, they need to be slippery. They've got to get over them hurdles.
I think you need to be slippery to jump over a hurdle.
It helps.
That's silly. What if a pole vaulter was slippery? He wouldn't hold on to his pole, would he?
You wouldn't.
Slide right down the fella's pole.
You'd have grips on the inside of your hands.
Oh, don't tell me you're an expert on pole vaulting now.
On the theories and principles thereof, not the practice.
I'm not sure. I'm going to question on that.
Go on then. Any question you got about?
Not now. They're watching, aren't they? They want something interesting.
Well, if that's not interesting, I don't know what
talking
it is.
About pole vaulting all day long. Still, it's a review's a review, isn't it?
A review is a review, you know.
All good publicity is good publicity.
Yes, and all bad publicity is most likely what we're going to get.
Written on toilet walls.
Yep. But you know, that's in some of your public houses. In other situations, I mean, what's your favourite toilet in Edinburgh?